Hello everyone. My name is Ted and I will be showing you the RB Web updates. What I'm going to be covering today are some new features we made to both the attorney and reporter module. Let's jump right into the attorney side first. Upload files to any job statuses in Calendar. In the previous version of RB Web, when attorneys request a new job through Calendar, they were able to attach files, such as notice. At the time, they did not attach the file during the scheduling. Then there was no way for them to upload the notice file for the office. You can now upload the files to all jobs in the calendar. Order transcript. In the event that a depot takes place and the transcript is not ordered at the time, usually an appearance fee will be still billed. Then later on, when the attorney wishes to order the transcript, they would have to contact the office to let them know. Now they will have an option to order transcripts via RB Web. Sharing comments in transcript packages. In the last year's conference, we released OMTI transcripts, providing attorneys with transcripts that are designed to work natively on mobile devices such as smartphones and tablets. At the same time, we released RBH transcript packages function, which bundles these new transcripts with all their related files. While viewing these transcripts, you had the ability to make comments but were only viewable to yourself. Now let's jump into the demo. From here, we're going to log in as Harvey Specter. The first thing that we're going to click on is the Calendar tab. You'll notice from here that you see some jobs scheduled already. If the paralegal forgot to upload the notice file at the time of scheduling, they can simply click on the job to go into the job detail. And if you see down at the bottom, there's a new section to upload repository files. By clicking on the New button, you can then browse your computer and select the file you want to attach. Once the file has been uploaded, the office will then get a notification in the Message Center that a file has been uploaded to the job. So if we go to the Message Center here in RB8, a new message has come in notifying the office that the new notice file has been uploaded to the job. Then by clicking on the job number, it will take you directly to the job, and in the Job Level Repository tab, you will see the file. Now let's get into the new function of ordering transcripts. Before the attorney orders a transcript online, you need to make sure that the settings are properly done for them. In RB8, we're going to go to Tools, Web, and then the Site Configurations. At the very bottom left, there is a new tab called Request Order Form. At the top section, this is where you specify who gets notified when an order is placed online. Down below in the Custom section area is where you create a series of questions for the client. Let's go ahead and create a few. By clicking on the New button, a menu will pop open for you to create a question for them. An important question you need to ask them is this a rush? So we will change the data type to yes, no. Field name will be rush, and we will set the default to no. Another good example would be, was there a judge? So we'll click on the New button again. We're going to leave the data type as text. Put the field name will be judge. And in the instructions, we'll type in something like, enter the judge's name. Okay. And then a last good example would be any special remarks that they need to make. So once again, when we click on the New button, the field name will be remarks. Click OK to add this field, and then save at the top left to finalize it. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like in RB Web. If we change the month back in the calendar to October, we can see one job in there at a build status on the 21st. By cursing over the job detail, we can see the witness name Donald Wright. From here, at the top of the screen, there's a new function called Order Transcript. In here, we will specify the witness name Donald. Then the build job we just looked at from the calendar will come up, and they have an option to request order at the top right. Once you click on that, at the same time, the series of questions that we just set up for them will display for the client to fill in. So in here, I'll set rush to yes, enter Judge Ross, and click Submit to send in the order. Now the attorney has the option to view the pending order by clicking on the View Order button in case they need to cancel it. Going back to RB8's Message Center, now there's a new alert with the request order form from Harvey Specter. It gives the job number with the order number that you can click on that takes you directly to the request order form. Everything the client filled in will be displayed here and ready for you to print out by clicking on the print button at the top left. Once printed, you can then change the status to back order by clicking on the button next to it. We'll go ahead and click yes to confirm. Now let's go back to RB Web. And if we go back to the Calendar tab, in RB Web, we'll find that same job, but the status will now be displayed as back order. So moving along to transcript packages. At the top, we're going to go ahead and click on transcript packages, and we will search for the witness Donald. And then we're going to click on the file name to open the viewer. At the top of the viewer, we added some new icon legends to help you identify the different statuses of the highlights and comments made. We have Add Highlight, Remove Highlight, New Comment, View My Comment, View Others Comment, and lastly, View My and Others Comment. In the transcript, I'm going to jump to page 4, and on line 11 through 13, are you currently employed with the Dublin Police Department? Is that right? That's correct. So here I will make a comment on line 13 by clicking on the comment button and stating, Donald still works for the Dublin Police Department. Okay, so now on the bottom left, there's a new option to share with. When you click on that drop-down, you have choices of None, which is yourself only, All, which means all attorneys who have access to this transcript package, or Specific, which then allows you to select which attorney specifically you would like to share with. So in here, I will select Specific, and the list below will display the two attorneys, Daniel Berg and David A. Martinez. I'm going to allow Daniel Berg, and then click Save. You'll notice now that the comment icon has been changed to View My Comment. Below that, on line 15, there's a different icon for View Others Comment. So if I click on that, and I can see the comment that Daniel Berg made for me, asking, is 32 years correct? Harvey can then reply back by clicking on the New button and adding additional comments like, yes, I verified that. Then by selecting Share With to Specific, I can then choose Daniel Berg to see the reply. From here, Harvey can add additional comments for himself by clicking on the New button again, typing in something like, check with Rachel on this, and then we'll click Save. The list of comments will display in order and allow you to edit or delete by clicking on the buttons to the right. Now the icon will change to View My and Others Comment. Make sure to click the Sync button at the top to save all changes made. So now let's go into the Reporter module. Reporters now have an option to create their own master word list. They no longer need to contact you for a word list on an ongoing case. This is very useful because from anywhere they can access RB Web, they'll be able to generate a word list for the entire case. Let's go ahead and show you now. We're going to jump into the reporter side and log in. Now at the top, you will see a new menu called Master Word List. From here, the reporter specifies the case name, Donaldson. Then clicks on the case name to view the transcript attached to the case. Down below displays all available transcripts created on this Donaldson case. Click on the button next to the job number to select all the transcripts. Then click on Create Master Word List. A menu comes up asking the reporter if they would like to export in PDF or text file. Click Next to see the options on how you would like to export. The reporter can change the margins, borders, fonts, columns, and to exclude the word count. Then when everything is set, click on the Export button to save the file to a designated location. Once the reporter opens the file, it will display all the words from all the transcripts combined in that case. One thing to note about this is that the Master Word List feature only works when you create a transcript package for each ASCII in the system. So in other words, it is not based on just uploading an ASCII to the Witness repository. You must actually create a transcript package. In addition to these features, I'd like to introduce RB Web Mobile On. This new plugin offers you an instant setup if you already have RB Web. There are no App Store requirements to meet and no App Store fees to pay. Because RB Web Mobile On is a browser-based, your mobile devices are available automatically on all smartphones and tablets that already offer browser access to the internet, such as Safari on iPhone. And since you're not actually using an app on your phone, there's no need to update whenever a new OS releases or when OMTI develops a new update. All updates will be managed by OMTI, so there's nothing for the client to do to make sure that they are on the right version. You can obtain this plugin and add it immediately. The RB Web update will be available as of now, and once you update it, you will receive the full update list once you log in. I will now pass it back to Young Lee so that he can talk about the current and future roadmaps of OMTI. Thank you.